You're in the mood. Totally worth it. So ideal's 4 here. I can't really see which bits are turned over and which aren't. Oh right, okay, so flip that. Yeah, flip that. And then that. Oh yeah! Done it 4. Let's hop to the next memory. So we're gradually finding more about Johnny and River. And apparently he likes pickled olives. Wow, we've gone back quite a long way here, I think. Crikey nutcrackers. You aren't Australian. Who cares? You're like 20 billion nanometers off the ground and standing on a damn flagpole. Just jump down, it's not like you can be hurt here. Are you kidding me? It's a frickin' skydive. You can't stay on here, you can't get off. God, I hate it when this happens. I swear if... Oh. Did she just push him off? Worse. I think the relationship between the two doctors in this is somewhat key to the story, do you know what I mean? How much wine are you drinking, Mr. Bonky? You got half a glass or half a bottle left. So River says, why would they abandon her like this? I suppose she's just no longer needed. No longer needed? By ships, I mean. You know how it is now that everything has GPS and all that. Look, River. This place means a lot to me too, and I've been thinking. In our current state, things have been pretty stable. If we save well in a few years, we could afford to build a house on top of here. It's going to be a squeeze. Be able to see her from the window. In the morning, at night, we'd always be nearby. And we could walk here anytime. She'll never be alone again, John. I'll be able to watch over her every day. Yeah, we will. Good for them. You gotta be kidding me. Remember what happens, don't you? It's like watching a train wreck. The ending isn't any more important than any of the moments leading to it, says Rosaline. That's interesting. The important thing is that over here they're happy. Let's move on. Okay. Wait a minute. They were referring to the lighthouse as Anya, weren't they? I suppose so. So Anya's the lighthouse. Then that River, she declined treatment for the sake of a lighthouse. Isn't that a bit too extreme? I've seen stranger things in the course of the job. Me too, but I can never wrap my head around it. It's none of our business anyway. She's not our client. So she was sick, and they had enough money either for the house or for her treatment, and they chose the house. Or she wanted to choose the house, at least. Gotta head to bed. Early start tomorrow, says Mulhernator. This has been interesting, though. I'll put the rest... this will be going up on full on YouTube, so you can always catch up if you want. Later on, at any time, video on demand via YouTube. Just got to explore this place a little bit, I guess. I'm not sure we have our memento for our leap yet. We've got 3 of the 5 required. Oh, that's 4, 5. Yes, 5. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's a paper rabbit. Let's fire them all into the paper rabbit and jump. Reminds me a little bit of Quantum Leap. It was a program from my childhood. It's probably a long way before most people's time now who's going to be watching this. But yeah, it reminds me of Quantum Leap. Ideal's 5 for this one. Just trying to think this one through. We'll flip that. We'll flip that. Well, that's 3, isn't it? 4. 5. There we go. Nice. I don't know if there's any bonus for getting all of the ideal ones or not. I use as few moves as I can where I can. In fact, I doubt there's any kind of bonus. Back at the road there where we crashed the car earlier. Looks like we're in his bedroom here. So, River? Yeah, so we're back earlier in his life, even earlier now. What are we looking for in here? So we go find out what this memory involves. So this is a different house, isn't it? Because this is before they decided to build that other house. Oh, this is the thing with the rabbits. You went out for a haircut this early in the morning? What are you making there? Rabbits. Did you see the rabbit I left for you? Yeah. Tell me about that rabbit. Huh? Describe the rabbit. It was yellow. What else? A bit puffy. And... well, it's just a paper rabbit. I don't know how else to describe it. You're acting strange, River. There's something wrong. River? I don't know about you, but I'm getting some inverse deja vu, says Dr. Watts. That rabbit's going to have a huge twist and meaning, says Mr. Bunky. I think I know of her condition, but this is rather odd even for that. You think she's... do you? Perhaps, who knows? And like you said, she's not our client. What do you think they're referring to there? Specifically? Neither of them have explicitly said it. Let's just get what we're paid for over with. Many long strands of orange hair. Ugh. That's a weird thing to collect. What's this? Is that the platypus? This is the day she started it. So this is the day when she started making the rabbits. Depressed? Hardcore LSD? No, I don't think this is anything about drug use. I think it's a little deeper than depression as well. Right, there must be something else out here then. An old baby grand. How the heck did they move this thing upstairs? Who knows, but I bet it'd be a piece of cake for the TARDIS. Not really. You can't even get it through its door. True. Doctor Who reference. Well, that settles it. It's moving pianos is a pain in the ass for everybody. It'd probably take an entire episode to get it inside. I wouldn't mind seeing such an episode. Me neither. Sounds pretty epic. Right, so that's 4 of our things here. What's this? Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. So she's got all the plain paper for making the rabbits. She's just making rabbits over and over again. This memory is pretty depressing. Let's get out of this one. Ideal. This can be done in 3 moves. Can it? Just got to visualise where this is going. I think we definitely have to flip a diagonal on this one. Yeah. Even the sort of bonus tone when you finish one of those puzzles is a little riff on the main theme. I like that. Let's activate the platypus and go on through. This is vaping, by the way, not smoking. Just in case you're wondering. So much better at puzzles than I am. Oh, I don't know about that. I've never seen you do any puzzles. What's this? It's kind of a weird see-through car. Let's go up here. Okay, so we're going back to the house, or the lighthouse at least. It's the top of the cliff here. You're awful at puzzles, are you? Always overdo them, says Mr. Bonky. Well, like you overthink the puzzle and try and come up with a solution that's more complicated than it needs to be. Is that what you mean? This is before the house would be built, though, surely. This memory. Oh, this is where the house used to be, isn't it? The house that never should have been. I mean, really, what is it about unusually high and dangerous places that attracts people? Note, acrophobia. Let's check that note out. Something that Johnny and River apparently didn't have. Fear of heights, I guess. I'm not really up on my old phobia knowledge. Everyone knows some, like arachnophobia, xenophobia. Oh yeah, we don't need to go down there. Okay, fair enough. So I like how they're reusing the same areas in different periods of time, you know. Yeah, it's quite clever. What's this? It's Johnny and River at the lighthouse. The lighthouse is working now, though. Back in this memory. Is that why you approached me back then? Says River. Yeah. What about now? I suppose it's just a part of it. Look, it was a long time ago. It's not too relevant now, but Izzy said I should tell you the truth. I shouldn't have tainted our first meeting like that. What is that, a hacky sack? Can you throw this as far as where Anya's at? I don't know. You want me to try? Would you? River? Are you insane? Get away from there. I think this memory isn't too far from the last. Think they may be connected? Probably. Can we go over there? Yeah. We've got 4 of them now. Why does she cut her hair anyway? I like long hair. So she had long hair here, but in the rabbit bit she's cut her hair. Where's the memento in this scene then? This... Four. Well, this one's fairly straightforward, isn't it? This one's a lot easier than the other ones. Oh, that's the rucksack. So he was talking there about tainting their first meeting. And is he telling Johnny that he should have been truthful with her? I don't really know what that refers to. Everyone with it is different, John. That's probably referring to River's condition then. Just because she and I share the syndrome doesn't mean we share the same head. But you must be able to help somehow. Everything was okay at first, but now she's even more aloof than before. Even when we're in the same room, she's never really there. It's starting to take a toll on me. I just don't know how to take it anymore. Well, I can't speak for her, but many of us do long for connections. Though, being able to articulate it is a different story. Just because she struggles to express it, it doesn't mean she doesn't feel anything. She's still there, right? Sometimes you just have to have faith that she cares. That's pretty difficult to do day in, day out. I know. Nicholas chips in. Wait, but why do you seem so normal, Izzy? I mean, don't you have the same condition? For one, I was diagnosed when I was still young, she says. With effort, it's not impossible to acquire a guise of social norms systematically. Big sentence. But you know what? I both envy and pity River. Me, I'm an actress because I've been doing it all my life. Not only on stage, but off stage, and practically every moment. I've gotten good at it because acting is the only option I have. It's the only way for me to be normal. But River, she never did that. She remained an outcast and refused to learn to step against it. I don't know if it was by choice or by limit, whether bravery or cowardice. There are days when I just can't stand faking it anymore, and then I realise it's too late. The Isabel that people know of is all an act, and the real me has long become a stranger. I think, in the end, I just envy her. So she's envying River's ability to be herself. She's saying that, you know, she's grown up being able to convince people she is normal, but it's not really who she is, so she's putting on an act every day. Huh, I never met a woman with it before, says Dr. Watts. And technically, you still haven't met one. This isn't part of our business, let's move. Again, chat. What condition are these people referring to? What is it that Izzy and River have? Because they haven't explicitly said it. And they don't want to. They want you to make up your own mind. The world would be a lot more beautiful if people just remembered faces more. So these people are part of Johnny's memory, but he just remembers the people, not their identity. Anything new today, says John? No. What are you rereading there? The Emperor's New Clothes. So there it is. I loved this when I was young. Still do, huh? Of course. Just for different reasons. When I was a kid, I loved the Animorphs series. Oh, that goes back to the collection of Animorphs stuff that we found in his house earlier. Or chronologically later. I know, your mother gave you a book from it as a wedding present. Yeah. That was one odd wedding present. I guess I was pretty obsessed with it when I was a kid. Why haven't you read them since? I saw them. They're collecting dust in the garage or garage. Are these Americans? I don't know if they're Americans or not. Well, I just grew out of them, I guess. I mean, they're children's books. What's wrong with reading children's books? They're comforting. I suppose so. I think I'm going to get this one. She's got the long hair here. Just before she cut it all off. I don't think Johnny's got a memory of the shopkeeper there either. Oh, so this is a different point in time. I'm not yours, you're not mine. Be my anti-Valentine. Hey River, this one's not that corny. River? Oh, this is all Johnny looking all around the shop then. What about David's? He's my favourite character. I don't know. What are you talking about? Animorphs, have you read it? No. Yes. Dr. Watts has read it. Really? Sort of. Do you know what animal is David's main morph? But what? I don't know. What animal is David's main morph? What? How do I get out of this? I don't know. Wait, how do I go back? Oh. What animal even has 5 letters in its name? Horse. Horse, let's try horse. That doesn't sound right. Don't worry, I'll find out for you. Do we miss something then? Tobias Hawk, Rachel Grizzly, Jake Tiger, Marco Gorilla, David Cobra, Cassie Wolf. Why? Oh, just wondering. You could have just Googled it. That's another breach of the fourth wall right there. In a manner of speaking. Referring to the fact that I, the player, could have just Googled that. Right. Cobras, it's like a type of animal though, isn't it? Oh yeah, cobra. Really wish they kept the old covers instead of these plain sheets. Those were cool. Where's our memento then? Let's jump again. Oh, they got more to say. Oops, no, it's the same dialogue, okay. I'm not sure where the memento is here. Oh, is it this? The book. The book, right, okay. Yeah. Five. Okay, we've got to do this one in 5. It's a good thing there's no time limit on these. Yeah. That's a good one to start with. Yeah. We flip this one. No, I'm not going to do this in 5. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, so we'll flip that one. And that one. And diagonal. Yeah. Oh, I did it. No, it's 6. 6. Oh, okay. Alright. Missed out by 1. top left, diagonal. Mr. Monkey's getting it. Wish I liked these games more, he says. I love the story, but the gameplay is tedious in my honest opinion. Yeah. I guess what you have to remember though is that this is the work of basically one person. And I agree, the gameplay is not that engaging, but really the gameplay is a conduit so that you feel more engaged in the storyline. This could have just been a story, you know, you could just click through a load of text, but that would have been really boring, you know? Everyone's leaving already? I just got here. Seems to happen to you a lot of parties. I'll go save your childish jabs for the insecure. Okay, so we appear to be outside at a party somewhere. What's this? An aged animals book. Jar of pickles, pickled olives rather. A seal of fromage, but where's the mouse? It's the corniest remark you made all night. He's talking about the cheese. The pickled olives being the cheese. I finished this game, says Daft Mod. It was amazing, such a magnificent ending. Yes, welcome, Daft Mod. No spoilers in the chat though, please. Hopefully we will get to see the ending. Don't you mean cheesiest remark? So basic French knowledge required for that joke. Like I said, it's not a long game, and I feel it doesn't outstay its welcome. Like you say, the game mechanics are very simple, but they're really just there to give you something to do to as the story is delivered, you know, as you find out what's going on. And the story delivery itself is really clever. Like, it's not done in any kind of order. In fact, it's done in reverse order. What can we grab here? And that means that you're learning things in a very strange way, and it keeps you engaged, you know, and the gameplay elements help to do that, just help to keep you engaged. And also they make you feel like you're a part of it, which is odd, because at this stage of the game we are playing as these two doctors who are experiencing Johnny and River's life through Johnny's eyes, but we're not invested, we're not playing as Johnny, you know. What are these guys doing here instead of at the party? We're back at the lighthouse. Do you feel any different? Says John. Now that we got the rings on, I mean. Oh, this is their wedding party. No. Why, do you? Actually, yeah. I think so. How old is he here? So we've gone quite far back in time here. What is it like? It's just different. Just the responsibilities, I suppose. Responsibilities. Do you like the name Anya? Would you like to name her Anya? I understand. So she's naming the lighthouse, yeah. Yeah, Anya's a good name for her. Hey, come with me. And we haven't found out why yet, but she really cares about this lighthouse, you know. Enough to want to build a house next to it, more than to save her own life with the medical bills, you know. So she'd rather use the money for building the house. Which is crazy. This can't be a good idea. I'll probably trip and fall. Don't worry, just follow my steps. They're dancing at the top of the lighthouse on their wedding night. Ow, my ass. I think you stepped on my toes. Sorry. Come on, let's try again. Again, it's that underlying sense of humour Yeah, like, the story is very well crafted, but the sense of humour... the sense of humour just keeps a smile on your face the whole way through. Most of the way through, I should say. So we jump back to the wedding itself. To promise to love and comfort, to honour, to keep in sickness and in health, for as long as you shall live. I do. And do you take this man standing before you to be your lawfully wedded husband? To promise and to love and to comfort, to honour and to keep in sickness and in health, for as long as you shall live. Yes. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Mr. and Mrs. Wiles. That's nice, isn't it? Getting married by the lighthouse. Sick vape, says Daftmore. Thank you. The wedding. So this is it's like the biggest vape you can possibly get. I think it's ridiculous. It's huge, but it's cool though. It's got a little. Probably just about to see that USB port on the base. So if your phone's low, you just charge your phone from your vape. Yeah. What did you think that was? I'm just bad at weddings, that's all. Fluids tend to escape from my eyes. Ah, that's nice, isn't it? Didn't know you were sentimental. Oh, did I say my eyes? I meant my mouth. And by fluids, I meant both fluids and solids. That's a lovely image, thanks Neil. Come on, let's find a way to get out of here. All this happiness and joy is really putting you off too, huh? I kind of feel the same. Me personally, that is. No, I just don't like watching people make mistakes. Sheesh. But I happen to just take it moment by moment. I will not be vaping. Like, this is not a vape like stream where I do crazy smoke things, because I don't do that. This is on like the maximum smoke like I don't know, what is it? You'd probably go higher than this. It's 35 watts. You get quite a lot out of it though. I don't think this thing goes up to 60, but you know, I'm not like a vaping champion or anything. We need these other two mementos, don't we? Wow, he really doesn't remember many people, excuse me, from his wedding party, does he? What's this? Can I... Oh, right, okay. Oh, I better go see how your aunt's doing. Alright, Ma. Tell her thanks for coming. I will. So proud of you, Joey. Joey? Oh, that's my grandpa's name. He passed away before I was born. Mark calls me by it as a nickname. You can feel the vape from here, says Daft Mod. How come you never told me about it? Because I'd rather you call me John. So his mother... excuse me. His mother calls him Joey. Not another sentimental grandparent childhood. What do you have against those anyway? I mean, you sure talk about your grandfather a lot. What? No, I don't. Whatever you say. Okay, so that's 4. So proud of Joey. Is that... Have we done that? Oh yeah, okay, right. We need a 5th one. Yeah, I'd say that, you know, in terms of game design, the mechanics are fine. They're obviously very light gaming mechanics, but they do suffer in that, like, it is now needlessly holding up the story while I chase this last memento. But some of that's my own dumbassery, not being able to find it. I just don't know which objects are important. Can we go down here? This must have something to do with it then. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't we come from it? Oh. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, it's Johnny and River. Can't be helped, River. I'm sure they didn't mean to. Come on, we're late. Wait, is that a rabbit? You think this is a source of all those folded paper ones? Why would she obsess over some roadkill? Not to mention so many years later. Mr. Bonky's finished his wine. I think, like, considering how strong you're claiming this wine is, Mr. Bonky, I think, like, the whole glass is probably sufficient. I don't know, I don't really drink anymore, you know, like, I used to drink a fair amount. Not a crazy amount, just regularly, you know. I don't see the point anymore. Cocktails, though, that's a different matter. Anyway, Dr. Watts says, don't ask me, you were the woman here. So sexist. I'll be convinced that I'm the only one when you do a cordless bungee jump. So where's our memento here? It's not the rabbit, is it? Oh, it is. Let's jump again. This is a rabbit. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, this is, well, this one should be fairly simple then, shouldn't it? I think. He says. So is that the source of the paper rabbits? The fact that she's seen that one run over? Well, that is the right way up here, so flip that. Flip that. Flip that. There we go.